All right, let's put this selfie stick together. So I've already grounded this piece. To do that, you'd select it over here, and you'd right click, right click and go ground, which it's already grounded, so I will unground it and ground. So I've grounded this piece. This piece right here is going to go inside of it. So I'm going to hit joint. I'm going to do capture position because it leaves it where it is. I'm going to select slider, good. And then I want to join this into here. Just like that. And then I actually want to put some limits on this. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to do limits minimum. We'll say that's probably fine. I can actually move this. Let's see, what does 1 do? 1 brings us in. So if I move it in 10, say 10, I can move it in more. Let's say 12. Okay, 12 means it's going to be down at 12, and then let's say for a maximum, maybe we do 0. So 0's got to be the maximum, so the minimum can be 12. And for whatever reason, it gives me a lot of heartache about, picking which one is which. There we go. So 0 and 12, in and out. Nice and easy. The next couple of things we're going to do are all going to be, well, a couple of things we're going to do are going to be rigids. The majority actually. So we're going to do a rigid between here, the end of that, and right here. Oops. I blew that. So joint. We want between here and here. And we want that to be a rigid. So there we go. So we got a rigid there and there. So this can slide in and out. The next we're going to do is a revolute. So we're going to do a joint between here and right here. And this is going to be a revolute, so it can rotate. We're going to put some constraints on this. I think we're going to do 90 and negative 90. And it's going to be difficult. So do 1 and then change the other one to 90. 90 and negative 90. Maybe this one can be 90 and the other one can be negative 90. There we go. So now we got 90 and negative 90. So it goes up and down, as you can see. And it won't go further down than that, and it won't go further up than that. Okay, great. I'm going to leave it right there for the rest of the assembly. I'm going to go to joint. And the next thing I want to do for joint is go to rigid. And I actually want to do a joint of this on the bottom here, like that. Then I'm going to join this centerpiece right here on the arc, that centerpiece, to its corresponding center mark over here. Hopefully this will go well. Click OK. It brought the piece with it. It went excellently. We're going to do joint again. Right here at this top circle, we're going to join that to this. And we're going to click OK. So that's all set. We can join the thumb screw on. Could have done that earlier, but it's okay to do it now. So I'm going to click right here to right here. So that's all together. And then the last thing we got to do is a slider joint. So joint, motion, slider, go back to position, select here and here. It's doing its thing. I'm going to click OK. And then I'm just going to add some limits on that slider. So let's say minimum is 0, maximum is negative 1 point, not negative 15. Negative 1, nope, maybe 1.5. 1.25? and 0. So let's see what this looks. This looks good. So clamps your phone in, up and down. Remember, yours doesn't need to have this little area on it. It's just the example one I did. In and out. And then you can go to each of these, like I can go to the Revolut and I can tell it exactly where I want it to be. Like if I go drive, I could say be at 0, which it should have done. Drives joint 0, there we go. I could say 5 degrees, you know, whatever angle within the constraints you want. See, 180 is not within the constraints, won't work. Negative 90 is within constraints, it'll work. So you can actually position this exactly where you want it. I want it at 0. And then we got both of our sliders that we can manipulate as we go. So this is the selfie stick. Right there. All right. Good luck.